Hey loves, it's your girl DeeDee and welcome back to the channel. Thank y'all so much for tuning in once again. So I'm back with another reaction video. Now this comes from a man, an older man, who says he regrets being for the streets when he was in his 20s. So I want to hear what he has to say. Y'all definitely chime in the comments below. I want to get your thoughts on this one. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Donations.
It is free to subscribe, share and like the video, and hit that bell to be notified when I upload new content. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into the video. Here we go.
All right, who I'm with?
Anthony Threets.
How old are you?
67 years old.
One thing you did when you were in your 20s that you regret, that would change your life today.
I regret being a hoe. When I was in my 20s, I was a hoe.
What do you mean by that?
I was doing a lot of women that I shouldn't have been doing, and I had a family that I could deal with. So I was just out there doing, anybody.
Baby, listen, can we say accountability? He didn't waste no time, baby. He really thought about that, and he really regretted it because he didn't waste time coming out and saying, can we say accountability? That man said he was tired of being a 304, baby. He was like, he would have done something differently, I'm pretty sure. Baby, let's continue.
I was just picking and choosing what I wanted and who I wanted, because I had a little reputation here in Springfield, and that got me a lot of things, and especially a lot of women. And I regret using them, and regret using who I was.
Wow, so you would have not smashed the women?
I wouldn't have smashed them like I did, no.
What would you would have did?
What would I have done? Stay with my one son's mother and been married and been happy today.
I know that's right. See, now this is something that even a lot of women can't do. I'm sorry. At least the man is accountable. He's older. He's 67. What does he have to lose? You can't do anything but be honest at this point. He's saying that he would have stayed with his son's mother, married her, and did the right thing. Because after you run around being for the streets, even he can recognize that it's not worth it. It doesn't yield you any better results. It doesn't make you a better person. Because once you're older and then you usually are by yourself, even for the men who choose to do that. And I know a lot of men say, oh, it's different for women versus men, and that may be the case, but guess what? You could still end up like him. You could still, at the end of the day, end up by yourself, because if you're running around chasing coochie and that's it, and you're not trying to commit to anybody, you're going to end up with the same outcome. I don't know if they think it could happen to them in this way, but it certainly can. So if you're looking for a stable woman who's really there for you, some of these men have missed out on that. And so now you got to deal with what's out here too, or not, just like the women. So that's going to leave a lot of men over here single, regretting their choices, and women as well. So in some aspect, this stuff is intertwined. Like some aspect, it goes both ways. Yeah, men have better options, I would say, because they the ones choose relationships. But what do you have to choose? If they're complaining about these women who aren't marriage material or relationship material, who are you going to choose? Are you going to have to settle for one of the hyenas? Are you going to have to settle for somebody that's overweight, masculine, and aggressive? Are you just going to have to take one of them, or are you going to just be by yourself? Because that's what the women are saying. Listen, if I can't, I'm not going to settle. If I can't find what I want, I'm just going to be by myself. So is that how men are thinking? Y'all let me know in the comments. But even if that is the case, ultimately, just like the women, that's not what you wanted. Most people want companionship. Most people want families. So even if you get to this point when you're older and you played around all that time and you don't get what you want, it's still going to yield y'all single and by yourself and lonely. So is it worth it? Probably not. But I'm glad that he's recognizing it. But this is what I'm saying. They usually recognize it when they're old. He damn near 70 years old, and now he see it. Let's continue.
That's probably a regret that I've gotten over, but I would still be with her because I still have some great feelings for her in my heart, but I know how to navigate through that. But I wouldn't have been the that I was back then.
So what made you be a...
It was ingrained in me. My uncle was a, my grandfather was a, my brothers was, my cousins was. I'm sorry, it might not sound right. My mama was. I'm telling the truth.
Oh snap! Oh snap! He didn't hold back, but guess what? That is the truth. And people don't like to say that because it's offensive. You don't really want to say your mama was in them streets, but a lot of them told you they was in the streets. A lot of your grandmothers told you they was in the streets too. But a lot of people don't want to be rude and offensive and put their business on Front Street, but it's the truth. He was honest about that. So it's ingrained in you because that's all you see. That's the behavior around you. You don't see a lot of men who are saying, look, get you one woman, marry her. She a good woman, stick with her. Don't be going out here screwing everybody. The majority of the people around you are telling you, hey, go out there and get you some, go be a player. Don't worry about these 304s. Go get you some, get this as many as you can. Well, that's the lifestyle that you're surrounded by. That's what's being promoted. And you eventually start following that path. Some do. And then by the time they realize that was a mistake, that they should have did something differently, you're too old. At that point, you're older, you're set in your ways. You don't know if you're going to get an opportunity to get another good woman, because all we have out here is modern women, and a lot of women are moving the same way that some of these men are. Well, we know the women are moving in a way, that they shouldn't be, but there are men who are doing it as well. And he is an example of that. 67 years old, who played the field, and he's probably single now. And he said he would still have the child's mother because he cared about it, and she probably was a good woman, but she probably don't want him at this point because he's old. And then the fact that he messed over, of course she's not gonna want him. So some of this kind of goes both ways. There are men out here who miss their opportunities with a good woman, and then it never comes back around. Just like women miss their opportunities with good men and think that it's gonna come around and think that they have all of these options when they really don't. So listen, y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos, you guys. And definitely chime in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts on this one. So thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.